Good morning, everyone. I'm Janine Sollman. I am the state senator, proudly representing Senate District 15, which includes areas of Forest Grove, Cornelius, Hillsborough, and the Rock Creek area in western Washington County. And I want to thank the governor and the First Lady for convening us here today. Oregonians want so desperately to hear from their leaders and know they are being supported and seen. I am here today to support our immigrant communities who are our friends and our neighbors, our business owners, students, hardworking Oregonians. The fear that they are feeling is not my reality simply because of the skin that I am in. Support for action takes many forms, like standing with community members in solidarity, a powerful tool. We have seen this in Minnesota in response to the horrific immigration enforcement happening there. And we see it across Oregon. In Hillsborough, Cornelius, and Forest Grove, I have stood with my community as they face these challenges and boldly send a message that what is happening is something that we all as human beings should challenge. Immigration enforcement actions are bringing both physical and deep emotional trauma to our communities. As a mom and a grandma, it pains me to see the pain and fear in children's eyes. This is not the pain that they will quickly overcome. We see a wide-eyed 5-year-old that is being taken and scared by ICE at a school, a place of safety. Students thrown to the ground and pinned down by adults. In Hillsborough, students waiting in line at a Dutch Brothers are surrounded by masked men pointing guns. At Cornelius Elementary School, ICE agents have stood across the street and waved at parents and students during drop-off and pickup times. This is abhorrent behavior. I was at the city council meeting in Hillsborough when Manny, a teenager, gained courage to openly share his fears. Manny's raw emotion captured the world. He shared about his fear of coming home to an empty house should his parents be taken while he was at school. Manny's fears are not abstract. It is a daily reality for so many of our families in Oregon. People in my district and across Oregon are genuinely scared. They are afraid to leave their homes to go to work or do errands like grocery shopping. They are afraid to take their children to school. They are fearful for friends and loved ones being disappeared by ICE. Our cities and our local community-based organizations are bearing the brunt of this fear and the outrage that our communities are experiencing. This is both an economic and a humanitarian crisis. When I was speaking to a friend in Bend, they admitted that what was happening in my communities was simply not the experience on the other side of the mountain. What we are seeing on the streets in Minnesota is not the level we are seeing in Oregon yet. I saw a sign on I-84 that read, "Your silence will not protect you." We cannot be silent. Our silence will not protect us. As we have seen in Minnesota, this escalation has made the worst fears come true. The violence, the terrorism that led the loss of a life and military action. But the people, law enforcement and leaders are not staying silent. This is a burden too large for just any one group to take on alone, which is why it is so important that we are here today in partnership with our community leaders. We need to support each other and support solutions that will have real impacts for Oregonians and are truly enforceable and do not lead to false hope and further harm. I am here to support my district and to support those that are facing unimaginable fear and trauma, however I can help. I am so honored to be standing with every one of these folks behind me, and so honored to stand with the governor in this, because this humanitarian crisis must end. Thank you.